All right, guys, welcome to another boot camp. This is going to be relatively quick, and this is not one of your ideas. This is one of my ideas because it's kind of on theme with what has been going on recently, and then tomorrow we'll start drawing from your guys' ideas. But anyways, this is what you guys can do when you are in a losing streak. So as you guys know, I have lost the past 2 trading days of this week, and I know that's like not a lot. Also, sorry, my gardeners are here. They're lawn mowing everything. But anyways, we got to get this done. But so when you're on a losing streak, yes, you want to do everything the same, but you need to understand that, hey, you are losing. Let's try and figure out how we can stop this from happening and how we can prevent it, and how we can learn from the losses even more, especially when you keep taking them. Okay, so the first thing is you don't want to change your strategy. Definitely don't change your strategy because you already have this one down and you've proven to yourself that it works, right? Why would I change my strategy if it's been working for all these years? There's no reason to change it, right? So moving forward, you're not going to change your strategy, so what do you have to change? Maybe you have to change some of your confluences. Maybe the pair that you're trading just isn't trading that well. So there was a period in time, like 2 months ago, when the S&P 500 wasn't trading that well, and I was like, dude, I might just go back to Forex. I went back to Forex, had a 100K week. And it's like, just like that, like that's one small little tweak, boom. Like that got me right back on track. So it's just like small things, like understand that, like, hey, dude, I'm really sorry about how loud this thing is, the lawnmower is, but anyways, it's even distracting me. But anyways, you want to make small little tweaks that can potentially give you reward, okay? So for my example, right now, I noticed, okay, why am I losing? I don't necessarily think price action was bad, but in the previous losing streak, I was like, yeah, price action is pretty bad. I might move it over to Forex. Right now, price action isn't necessarily bad, but what is bad is I'm entering on a low time frame liquidity sweep break of structure. And that's it. I wasn't using any extra confluence to enter, and price was usually just liquidity sweeping, breaking structure, and then boom, stopping me out, and then ended up going back in my direction. So what have I decided to do now that, like, how have I adjusted? Okay, how can you adjust from this if you see this happening over and over again? This is why it's important to journal your trades, understand why you're losing, and understand a pattern that happens. Okay, so for me, my thing was like, okay, I keep losing off of liquidity sweep break of structure. Price action is good, but I've noticed when I see a liquidity sweep break of structure order block entry or liquidity sweep break of structure fair value gap entry, it's giving a lot better. It's giving winning trades. It's giving good risk reward. It's giving winning trades versus what I've been doing has obviously been giving losing trades. So how can I adapt? Boom, make that little switch over. Okay, now I'm only going to take liquidity sweep, break of structure, order block entry, liquidity sweep, break of structure, fair value gap entry, liquidity sweep, break of structure, order block, fair value gap, equilibrium entry. Okay, all of those, those are these small little tweaks that you have to make, and you have to understand, like, hey, we don't have to make a drastic change, right? We're not changing our entire strategy. We're not saying, oh, the strategy doesn't work anymore. We're not saying, oh, the strategy got patched, because that doesn't happen. Okay, we're just saying, all right, we know what we're doing wrong. We see a pattern of us doing the same thing over and over, and it's giving us bad results. So how can we tweak it a little bit to still get good results? And then you can go back and backtest it, like, okay, on this day, and this is what we do in the trade recap. I haven't even taken a trade today. Odds that I take a trade, relatively low. We had news today, messed up the markets. And again, right now, right, I've lost the past 2 days trading this week. Or I've only traded twice, 2 days this week anyways. But, right, what do I want to do? I want to be patient. I don't want to force a trade. I want to let the trades come to me. And if I don't see anything, I'm not going to take it, right? The worst thing that you can do when you're on a losing streak is to continuously try and make back your money. That will put you in a terrible position. For me, I know that that money's going to come back next week, the week following, the month following, the year following, and I'm going to just blow whatever I lost out of the water in terms of profit. And why do I know that for a fact? Because I've been able to prove to myself that I'm profitable within these markets, and you guys hopefully have seen that throughout these YouTube videos of me tracking my trades every single day on YouTube, of me tracking my trades and showing entries and showing bootcamp videos of how this stuff works. And you guys have probably seen that happen within your own trade, within your own trading as well. You guys have built confidence that, hey, you guys are actually profitable and you guys can actually make money within these markets. So with that being said, right, when you are on a losing streak, it's not like, let's switch everything, everything's broken. No, we're making small tweaks, we're making small adjustments, because guess what? What you were using was working literally a couple days ago, literally a couple weeks ago. Okay, so why would you switch the whole thing, right? You want to continue with what you've been doing, okay? Just make small little adjustments based off of what has been going wrong for you. So the losing streak 2 months ago, at the S&P 500, price action was bad. I was entering off of my regular confluences, but they just weren't playing out. Price was chopping and then like stopping us out. Never really had a bias. What was the small tweak? Boom, switch over to Forex. I've traded Forex before. I was good at it. Perfect. We jump over there. Okay. Now this losing streak, or it's not even a streak. But anyways, you guys think it's a streak. I don't. But anyways, right, we see, okay, I'm entering off of liquidity sweep, break of structure. We're getting stopped out, but price is still fulfilling our bias every single day. Like, look back at the S&P. This day, we took a short right here and right here. We got stopped out, and then what happened to price? Fell. On gold, we had a short position right here, stop above here, deep in profit. GU, we had a long position off of, I don't even know. I called it out. I talked about it in the trade recap yesterday. Go watch the trade recap yesterday. Look at the GU trade that we set up. It would have hit take profit 1, take profit 2, and maybe even take profit 3 with this move up. Every single bias was correct. It was just the small little executions, right? So what do I look at now? Hold on, because I'm potentially going to take this GJ trade. What do I look at? Booger. What do I look at now? Okay, the executions are off. We're getting stopped out, but price is still going within our bias. Okay, our market analysis isn't wrong. Price action isn't necessarily bad. Maybe we need to be a little bit more patient. Maybe we need a little bit more confluence. And that's what you guys need to do. Analyze your losses and figure out what you're doing wrong and narrow it, literally like get it so like, boom, these are your losses, and there's a bunch of little mistakes that you make across all of them, right? Get to the point where you can boom, 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 chop off all those mistakes so it gets to the point where you're so accurate and you're just firing in the market. Because like for me, right, I've lost 2 days this week and you guys think it's a losing streak. Definitely not a losing streak by all means, right? I would consider like 2 losing weeks or like 3 losing weeks a losing streak. Okay, if that happens, then you just follow the same thing, right? It's the same situation, right? Okay, what am I doing wrong? How do I tweak it? How do I adjust? Right? And if you lose just like 2 trades, like that's normal, right? But still learn, track your losses, figure out why did I lose? How could I have done better? And even on your wins, why did I win? How could I have done better? How could I have gotten a better risk reward? How could I have gotten a better trade? Right? You need to be thinking like that in order to turn profitable, because you can't, the worst thing that you could do is sit there and be like, the market stopped me out, and like throw a fit thinking that that market should have gone in your direction. Market does not have to follow anything that you say. Market was going to do that no matter what. Market didn't do something weird. Market didn't act weird. It's going to act however it wants to act, and it's up to you to adapt based off of it. You need to put that in your head, bro. Okay, so like stop trying to act based off of what you think market should be doing, and start acting based off of what market is giving you, what it's literally telling you, right? If we get a break of structure to the downside and your bias is bullish, we get a break of structure to the downside on a high time frame and your bias was originally bullish, are you still going to hold that bullish bias, or are you going to adapt and switch? Because guess what? If you continue having that bullish bias and we're in a bearish trend on high time frame, you're going to continuously get stopped out. Right? You need to put it in your head that you have to be okay with losing, and then you have to learn from your losses from this. Because if you keep thinking, I should have been right, and you don't learn, you're not going to go anywhere, bruh. You're not going to go anywhere. It's not the market's fault, it's your fault. And that's why I love trading, okay? I'm a competitive person and I love to improve on myself, okay? So for me, this is amazing, right? The only person to blame for my losses is myself. The only person to blame for every single loss, it's never the market's fault. Market is going to move no matter what, however it wants. It's never ever the market's fault. It's always your fault. Who lost the trade? You did. Who analyzed that trade? Who pressed the button? You did. Okay, it's never market's fault. It's never your strategy's fault. It's your fault. You just did not execute correctly. You did something wrong. So figure out what you did wrong and learn from it. Learn from your losses, learn from your wins, keep trying to learn and understand this market, and literally just put time in on the charts. Okay, if you sit here day in and day out for a couple hours every single day watching market move, odds are you're going to get pretty freaking good at seeing how these markets move and why they move a certain way. That's what happened to me. I literally just spent hours watching this stuff, bruh. Like hours just watching and journaling, bro. Like, and if you aren't willing to do that, get lost, bro. Like, you will not make it in here, like, at all. Like, you will not make it far doing this whatsoever. So hopefully you learned something from that, and hopefully if you guys are losing consistently, which I'm assuming most of you guys are, and that's okay because you're unprofitable and you're here to learn. So that's my goal, to help you guys learn. Okay, so what can you do if you took a loss today? Boom, go back over it. What can I do better? Where did I go wrong? How can I improve? If you took a win today, that does not give you any excuse. What could I have done better? Where can I improve? Okay, every single day there's room for improvement. That being said, I'll catch you boys tomorrow. Peace.